Okay, this is for Algebra 1, and this is about parabolems galore. We're talking about quadratics still. If they give you a table, they told you that you were building a fence, okay, and you only had 36 feet of fencing available. You have to build the fence, and so if you have a length of 1, your width would be 17, because 1 plus 17 plus 1 plus 17 would equal 36. Okay? Half of 36 is 18, right? So the 2 have to equal 18. So if it's 2, my width would be 16. For a length of 3, my width would be 15. For 4, it would be 14. For 5, it would be 13. 6 would be 12. 7 would be 11. 8 would be 10. 9 would be 9. 10 would be 8. 11 would be 7, 12 would be 6. Then to figure out what your area is, you would do area is length times width. So 3 times 15 is 45. 4 times 14 is 56. 5 times 13, 65. 6 times 12 is 72. 7 times 11 is 77. 8 times 10 is 80. 9 times 9 is 81. 10 times 8 is 80. 11 times 7 is 77. And 12 times 6 is 72. So as you were looking through there, if you wanted to know what the maximum area that it could ever be was, it was 81, and it was having a length of 9 and a width of 9. What you really need to get out of this lesson on the notes that you could apply to the assignment is that when you're given a table, you're only going to look at 2 columns. And if you want to know if it's linear or quadratic, there's a couple of ways you could go. First of all, you could do your first difference all the way down, and if the first difference is the same, it's linear. If it's not, then you do your second difference, and if it's the same, then it's quadratic. We did this previously. This is not something new. You could also put the points so that your first one, which is your x, went into L1 in your calculator, and the second would go into L2. That's something that you do at Stat, Edit. Stat's over there kind of by the green button. So looking at the first problem on your assignment, we first want to know, is it quadratic or is it linear? So you're going to go to Stat, Edit, and you're going to put the x values in L1 and the y values in L2. Once you get that done, you need to fix your calculator so that you can see your points. So you're going to do second and choose Stat Plot, which is your y equal button. You're going to make sure that plot 1 is on. You're going to go to y equal, and you're going to clear out anything that's there. You're going to look at your graph. If the graph makes a straight line, it's linear. If it curves like a parabola, it's quadratic. If you were to put these in, you would notice that it is a curve like a parabola, so this is quadratic. I'm going to clear my ink off real quick. The first part of your answer here is quadratic, and I'm clearing my ink so I can give you some more instructions. Now we want to know what the representative equation is. Once you know that it is quadratic and you've got your points in Stat, you're going to go back to Stat, which is over by the green button. This time you're going to arrow over and choose Calc. If it's quadratic, you're going to choose 5. Quadratic regression. If it had been linear, you would have chosen 4 for linear regression. Once you do that, you're going to press Enter. And when you do that, you're going to get A equals 1, B equals 0, and C equals 4. A goes with x squared, so that's like 1. We always start y equal. That's like 1x squared, so you could just write x squared. B is what goes with y, so that would be like what goes with x. It would be like plus 0x, which means it just cancels, so you don't put it. And then C is your constant, so plus 4. So y equal x squared plus 4 is the representative equation for this table. Don't forget that if it had looked like a straight line, it would have been linear, and you would have done stat calc 4 instead of 5. If you have questions, come see me during speed. This was Parabolems Galore.